Hi Groupsters, this is Andy from the Car Boutique and I hope you're all well. I hope you're all keeping healthy. Okay, all good at TCB HQ. So as you can probably gather, today's sort of tutorial product review session is on drying towels. Now, I've been using all these towels for quite some time and I've built up a bit of a collection. This is probably about a fifth of it. And really this is a review on products from the Clay Cloth Company. Now, Clay Cloth Company were formed quite a few years ago, and their sort of first product was the clay cloth, hence the name. But I'll be honest, these guys are specialists in microfibers, towels, all that kind of stuff. Now, as opposed to some companies that will just go and buy a product, these guys do it correctly, in my opinion. Okay, they approach some of the best microfiber and towel producers in the world, give them a specific specification, get the preview products, test them, and only if they warrant going on to their sort of product list will they come into being. And I know quite a few of the products they have tested haven't met the mark, and they haven't. So sort of with the products that eventually come for sale through Clay Cloth Company, you get that high degree of confidence, and I like that. And you can see through, and hopefully you're going to get the realization that these products work, okay, and they work very well. So all the products here, all these drying towels are from the Clay Cloth Company, and a few other bits as well. So we're going to be looking at three specifically. We're going to be looking at their big orange, their big grey, and their sort of twisted loop variant. I'll be going outside doing some sort of video shots of it in action. There's no trick for photography. I'll be showing you wetting the car, how to do it, okay, because each of them require a slightly different sort of technique to get the best out of them, and hopefully you'll learn a lot. So, term microfiber. Microfibers have been around for about 20 years, okay, and the latest stats I've been given are only around about 25% of the sort of detailing world are using them. So this is really a bit of an education piece. And the term microfiber essentially means a process whereby it's a manufacturing process that produces ultra fine fibers in the cloth. So as a result, they're safe, they're soft, okay. And as I go through the three towels, I'll sort of embellish that. Now, all three, or the majority of microfibers you get, okay, will be sort of adopting this concept called the split fibre, and essentially it is splitting the fibre at the end. Okay, now the beauty of that is those fibres have naturally then got the ability to claw onto stuff. That's why we use things like this. Okay, these microfibers for removing polishes, waxes and compounds, because they've got a bit of a grab action. Okay, but they're also super soft as well, so you're getting the best of both worlds. All right. So the majority of the microfibers you'll probably be using have sort of got the split fibre technology. The other end is the closed loop variety, okay, where you don't have the sort of free dangly bits and the actual fibres are constructed into a loop, and that sort of thing. Not quite as soft, okay, and slightly more abrasive, all right, and that's the sort of thing you'll find sort of closed loop. There's no sort of free fibres, they sort of go back on themselves, and that's good for things like glass and mirror cleaners and all that kind of stuff. And generally you'll find them a lot shorter pile. Okay, so I'm going to sort of embellish the whole theory behind it. So what are microfibers made of? If you go cheap, all right, you'll probably get 100% polyester. It won't be split fibre. All right, so you're not getting the benefit of softness. You're not getting that sort of grab action. Okay, and you're not getting the water absorbency. All right, and the majority of these, okay, have got a polyester polyamide mix. All right, and all three of these are 70-30, so the big orange, big grey and the twisted loop. What that means is 70% polyester, 30% polyamide, and so what, I hear you ask. So the polyester, okay, gives the cloth an ability to sort of remove microscopic particles of dirt and grit, okay, and the polyamide gives it its absorbency, its strength. So combined, okay, you're getting durability, you're getting softness, you're getting water absorbency, but that comes at a price. That is a process. In fact, looking at all the, I get asked a lot of questions, what's the difference between a £1 microfiber and a £5 or a £10 microfiber? Well, it's the technology and the processes involved. Okay, if you've just got a cheap 100% polyester microfiber, if you want to call it, all right, that's it, that's why it's cheap, but you're not getting all the benefits. But if you've got a a coral fleece, that's another one. As soon as you hear coral fleece, that's high-end plush microfibers. Okay, if it's a coral fleece, if it's, I don't know, if it's a mixture of polyester polyamide, that's a process that costs money. And if it's a split fibre, that's a process that costs money. Okay, so you do really get what you pay for. All right, so don't get me wrong, £1 microfibers from your local supermarket have a purpose. I use them for engine cleaning and sort of throwaway stuff. Okay, but as soon as you go onto your paintwork, okay, you really want to be looking at the label. And if the label hasn't got anything written on it, it's probably going to be 100% polyester, and it's going to be sort of low grade. Okay, so make sure you know what you're buying. Okay, coral fleece is right up there. Split fibre, you know what you're getting. Okay, or if you go for a closed loop for a dedicated glass cleaner, right? Now, my sort of journey on learning about this stuff is quite embryonic. I'm going to have a word with the guys at the Clay Cloth Company. They produce an outstanding sort of review, a tutorial on all the kinds of microfibers, okay? And I'm going to post that as in the comments link. It is well worth a read. These guys know what they're doing, okay, when it comes to microfibers and cloths. Hence why 99% of the cloths and microfibers I use come from the Clay Cloth Company. Not that I've got any loyalty, okay, well I suppose I have, because it's outstanding stuff. I'm loyal to them, okay, in this respect, because all the stuff works. Okay, so that's just a bit of the techie side of it. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the three microfibers. All right, I'm going to do a video for each one. Other terms you might hear me say is GSM. Okay, that's grams per square meter. Essentially, the higher the value, okay, the thicker, the denser, the heavier it is, the more water absorbency. So something like this, which is really plush, will have a higher GSM than something like this, which is a lot sort of lighter. Okay, and there's reasons for that, and the techniques you employ to utilize these towels will change as a result as well. Okay, so that's where we're going from there. So we're going to start off with the big orange, okay, then we'll get on to the big grey, then we're going to go into the twisted loop, and I'm going to see who watches these videos to the end, because there's a little competition at the end, but you'll only find out what you need to do if you watch the full video, because at some point in this video there's going to be a question, and the first person to post the answer in the comments box wins a little prize from the Car Boutique. So let's crack on with the review. Okay, so the first one we look at is the Big Orange, Clay Cloth Company's Big Orange drying towel. Okay, so it's a good size, 65 centimeters by 93 centimeters. Okay, and it's got that blend, that good blend, 70% polyester, 30% polyamide. So you're getting all the benefits of strength, durability, softness, water absorbency, and all that kind of stuff. Now, this drying towel, as you can see, I am a super fan of. The reason is you can do a good sized car and not wring this out once, and it has ability to absorb 10 times its own weight, okay, in water, so really good. Now, the other reason why I like the Big Orange is it's a dual pile. What do I mean by that? Okay, well, it's got more than one pile, hence the name dual. But you already knew that. So on the sort of main drying surface, it's got these the plush long split fibers, okay, for that water absorbency and the softness, okay, so that's safe, dry aspect of the towel. But on the other side, it's got a shorter part for sort of detailing and finishing as well. Okay, so it's quite a flexible towel. Now these are fantastic towels. Like I say, I've been using them for years, and they're around about £8. So you're getting a good quality, well researched, with all that technology, okay, the split fibers, etc. So for £8, you cannot go wrong. All right, I've had this one for about 2 years, and it's still working as good as one out of the packet. Hence why I haven't opened the new ones. Okay, I've got 4 of these in reserve. Okay, which is good. So it's lint free, so you're not going to get streaks and smears and all that kind of stuff. Ultra fine split fibers, and it really is a very good, okay, cloth sort of drying towel to use. Now with this one, okay, we're going to be using this one using the drag method. Okay, so the video coming up next is going to show you that in action, and I've been open and honest with it. 500 GSM, so 500 grams per square meter. So put that into context, you're looking at sort of one of these not particularly plush general purpose microfibers, I know between sort of 200, sort of 350, you usually find them. You're then going up to sort of more plush finishing cloths, all right? So these ones, you know, are probably sort of around the 450 mark, give or take 50, All right, you're then into your super plush high absorbency towels, okay, and this one here is 500 grams per square meter. All right, but when it comes to drying towels, you can go up to well over £1,000, but it does reach a point whereby, okay, the density and the weight of the towel, again, does become a problem. So I sort of keep myself within that sort of 500 to 1200. I don't usually go above that. Okay, so we're going to have a look now at the Big Orange in operation. Okay, and I've found some nice relaxing music to entertain you on this journey of learning. So let's have a look at the Big Orange using the drag method. So that was the Big Orange using the drag method. Very, very effective. A couple of passes using that drag method, and the car bonnet was totally and utterly dry, and dried safely. That's the important thing. So the next one we're going to go onto is the Big Grey. Now this towel, in my own words, is pure luxury. All right. I can honestly say I have never ever used a drying towel that is so plush, so soft in my existence on planet Earth. Okay, this is like the finest of. It's almost like having that material. Do you know when you go to really posh hotels? Not that I have. Okay, but if you have, okay, Tony White, you probably have. Okay, it's like the material you use in those dressing gowns. It is super soft. Now you're looking at 820 grams per square meter, so it's super plush. Okay, super plush. Both sides are exactly the same. Okay, so if you do get slight saturation on one side, and you probably won't, you can swap it over. This towel, okay, can absorb I think 4 litres of water, so you could do a car easily with this one. All right. One thing I did mention on the Big Orange and sort of the Big Grey is they've got these silk sort of edges. All right, so you're not going to be scratching your car. Okay, so they're not edgeless, these ones. They've got this silk sort of band to aid the sort of robustness and construction of the towel. Okay, but it's silk, super smooth, etc. Once again, lint free, no smears, and this one again is 65 centimeters by 93 centimeters. Okay, so really nice bit. Now this one is coral fleece, so it's thicker, it's a higher pile, it's softer, so you are paying a bit more. But like I said in my intro, you really do get what you pay for. Okay, so this is the highest sort of quality microfibre. It's got coral fleece, it's got the split fibres, it's got that 70-30% polyester polyamide. So you're getting it all here. You're getting a soft silk edging, so it'll give you that scratch-free finish as well. Now, as soon as you sort of go up to the 800s above, all right, the recommended sort of process is the blot method. Okay, so where you're laying it on the car and blotting it down. So I use these really for sort of high-end cars. I mean, you could apply it to any car. Okay, all our cars need TLC. Okay, but this one, okay, is super safe using that blot method. All right, because arguably, even with the drag method, if you haven't washed your car, and that's the first top tip, the safest way to dry your car is to make sure it's as clean as possible, remove any dirt, remove the chance of scratching it. Arguably on the drag method, if you do have any grit there, although the grit can migrate into the fibres of microfibres, there is an element of risk regarding you scratching it. With this blot method, it's a sort of next step of safety. I suppose the only sort of enhancement to that is using a blow dryer to dry your car, okay, but not many of us have got them. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the Big Grey. It's like I say, this is luxury. This is absolutely luxury. It's the sort of towel you don't want to use. Okay, and I'm going to get myself a dressing gown made of this stuff because it's awesome. So next video, okay, I'm going to go on to now is Clay Cloth Company's Big Grey using the blot method. Hi folks, so that was the Big Grey using the blot method. So we're on to sort of the last one I'm going to be looking at, and this is sort of the latest in sort of innovation and technology in terms of drying towels. So this one here, okay, is the Big Twist Microfibre Twisted Loop Drying Towel. Slightly smaller, okay, so it's 60 by 90 centimeters, and this one here is 550 GSM. Okay, so really nicely made. Okay, so it's Korean Big Twist twisted loop fibers again, 70% polyester, 30% polyamide. Okay, and it uses slightly a different technology now, whereby the other two have got this split fiber. Twisted loop, like the name suggests, is if you can see, I'm not going to zoom in, but if you can see it, it's that the fibers are sort of bundled in a compact twisted configuration. Okay, so what does that give you? Okay, so it gives you a greater surface area and super absorbency, faster drying, it's quicker, and that's the main focus of these. These are quick drying towels, hence you get a reduced drying time. Okay, so, and this one here, albeit just 550 grams per square meter, okay, can hold a kilogram of water, which is a lot. Lint free, okay, so it's smear free as well. And it's got this beautifully manufactured sort of soft silk edge in red. All right, it looks quality. Nice sort of mesh configuration on the back. All right, these are built to last. Okay, now this one here uses the drag method. Now the one thing I will say is when you sort of pick up the big orange, okay, and certainly the big grey, you probably won't sort of be used to the way it feels. Okay, now although it doesn't feel as soft and plush, okay, it's only 550 grams per square meter. This thing dries unbelievably quickly. All right, so if you are, I don't know, in the professional trade, okay, or don't have much time, this is probably your quickest way, okay, of doing it. Hence why I'm moving over to these. I've started building my collection. All right, although I rate highly all of these, okay, and I'll continue to use them, I really like these. All right, so and in terms of price, you're looking at under £10. So sort of that one around about 8. That one, the sort of the luxury one, I think it's probably about double that, but this one is slightly under £10. And like I say, you're using that drag method. It's 100% split microfiber. Okay, so it's really it's the newest technology. Okay, and like I say, if I could zoom in, you can actually see where on these ones the fibers are just sort of free. Okay, they're split at the ends. You can actually, if you look close enough, you can actually see that spiral twisted configuration. And like I said, there's more surface area, hence why it can absorb more, it can absorb quicker, it's super soft, it's fast drying. The main sort of USP or unique selling proposition of this, okay, is reduced drying time. And I love these. I really, really do love these. Okay, and for the price of what you're getting and all the technology, okay, is outstanding, and it's sort of the way forward in terms of modern drying towels. So I'm going to go outside and show you the video now. Okay, so this is Clay Cloth Company's big twist microfiber twisted loop drying towel, okay, using the drag method. Okay folks, hope you enjoyed that one. That was my favourite one doing. Okay, 2 passes, all the water gone. All the water gone. Now, this is where we find out who was paying attention, okay, and who's been watching my videos to the end. So, as you know, I'm sort of making my slow transition onto the sort of twisted loop technology. All right, I'm still going to use all these, but I've got quite a few of these left over. So I'm going to give one of these away. All right, it's only £8, okay, but it's free. Okay, it's free. So if you've been watching this far, all right, this is your question. I want to know what month and year Clay Cloth Company was born. All right, when did they release their first clay cloth? All those years ago. So I want the month and the year. The first person to post a comment with the correct answer is going to get this one sent. All right, and I will notify the person on the group. I'll PM them, get their address, and this will be sent out as soon as possible. All right, so if you go onto their website, it's not initially clear, but if you search their website, you will find the month and the year Clay Cloth Company first released their first product. Okay, so good luck. Just to let you know, if Tony White wins, all right, he's getting the big orange drying towel and also this closed loop, rather fine plush set of tracksuit bottoms that I've worn on many a video that I won't be wearing anymore for obvious reasons. All right, so let's try and beat Tony White to this one. All right, Let's see if you've been watching month and year Clay Cloth Company release their first product onto the market. Thank you and good luck.